Hi guys, welcome to my video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I prep my skin for a perfect, flawless makeup base that lasts all day and just makes all products lay on my skin beautifully. If you want to see how I did that makeup look, I have it linked right here. Definitely go watch it, but let's get right into it. Aren't these little clips so cute? I got them from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm in love with them. So skin prep is really genuinely so important. If you have any issues with long-lasting makeup, your base makeup looking cakey, it separates, it patches, 9 times out of 10, it's your skin prep. So your skin prep has to be on its A game. So first, I usually always like to go in with a toner, but I ran out of my toner. I usually use the e.l.f. Pure Skin Toner. The reason why I use toner to start with is basically because my skin is dirty. I don't think people realize how much stuff gets on your face during the day. Like if you put clothes over your head, if you're touching your hand and putting them on your face, like there's so much like tiny little things that get on your face during the day. So I use a toner, specifically a hydrating toner, nothing intense, nothing like with a bunch of acids. We're just trying to get rid of all like the excess dead skin cells that's sitting on your face, and what's sitting on top of that? Dirt. If you don't want to use toner, you could also use micellar water. I've also seen so many MUAs use a cleansing balm, just something to cleanse your skin very softly and very gently, again just to get the dirt and the dead skin cells off your face so that you can start with a nice fresh base. Like I said, I don't have my toner. I ran out. I'm sorry guys. For now, I'm just going to use water with a little bit of a tissue, and this is not bad or anything either. It's still going to nicely get that dirt off my face. Also, if you wear sunscreen during the day, which you definitely should be, but if you are, that stays on your skin too, especially if you're doing it like every couple hours or something like that. Imagine all that sunscreen build up on your skin. That stuff will affect your foundation too. For reference, I do have, I guess, combination skin, leaning more dry. I'm very dehydrated, but I'm definitely more on the dry side right now. You could also use toner pads. That's very popular in Korea, to use toner pads right before you do makeup. I've done it before. It's so amazing. I love the Alicia Sisua pads. I just like them more for skincare though, not for skin prep. Literally makes my skin so smooth. Texture gone. Then my next step is a serum. So a serum is basically just going to really hydrate your skin even more. Now everyone's skin is different, so skin prep for each specific person will be very different, but for me, I know I need a multitude of different products for my dry skin to really get nice and hydrated. So a serum is the perfect way. I really notice a big difference when I use a serum versus when I don't. My skin just feels a lot drier without it, so I really like to use one. Right now I'm using the Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra serum, but like literally any serum works. I'm really not too picky. I will get those mysterious serums from TJ Maxx. I don't know, it works. But I definitely do like the serum. I don't like it for my skincare that much. It didn't really do much. But for skin prep, I liked it. So I'm using it. I'm supposed to use it on a wet base. So that's what I'm going to do. I just like to go in with my water, spray a little bit on my hand to go over just a little bit more. You need to have a wet base. Just get the maximum results. You don't want to do it on dry skin. Definitely not. I like to go in with 2 pumps personally because I just feel like I get the best out of it when I do 2 pumps. It's about that much. Really cover my face. And again, I really try to get my nose most dehydrated in my T-zone. If your skin is dehydrated, your skin is like basically making up a bunch of oil because you're so dehydrated, and that's why it's oily. More you know. Something nice and hydrating. Keep it simple, keep it plain. So my skin is nice and prepped with my serum. Isn't this such nice fancy packaging? I love that. Now my next step is going to be going in with moisturizer. So I use a moisturizer after the serum because it is a thicker moisturizer, and this just really kind of just like seals the deal for me with my serum. I use a moisturizer just to have a little bit more of a thicker, better hold for my skin prep. I like to use this e.l.f. one. I've literally used it up. I'm almost done. It's lasted me such a long time, so I'm definitely gonna rebuy this. Use just about 2 pumps of this. Now thicker doesn't always mean better hydration, but I know this one, I feel a big difference. I just feel a little bit more secure with it. That's how we're looking. This is like a tiny little mini step, but I like to use an eye cream, so I'm using the Fenty Thick and Smooth. It's a tiny bit of this because I have lines under my eyes. Like it's normal, it's just part of my face. So if I add too much eye cream, it will crease. And it's not even if I add concealer or foundation anymore, it's just the cream will crease and it will settle into those fine lines because it's a cream, it's a liquid, and that's obviously gonna happen. So I have to use the tiniest ever amount. You have to like do it like this. Fancy packaging once again. Stuff like that makes me just so happy. So I think about like this much. I like to put it not really up close to my creases because then it's just gonna settle. I like to put it down here, and then I like to just tap around here. Get here too because again, I'm dehydrated there. A really good tip is like, if you have really dehydrated spots, put a nice little eye cream there. Helps a lot. And then just lightly go under my eyes. Just tap it in a little bit more. Barely use any product, but my under eyes are nice and hydrated now. And then before I go into my last step, I just like to spray a little bit more with water, like a little bit of a refresh. There's some mists made for these, like just kind of like a hydrating mist and everything. I do have the Tower 28 spray. That one's really nice too, but I would just use water. And now into my last step, which is primer. There is so much debate. Do you need primer? Do you not need primer? I'm a very firm believer in skin prep is the most important. I don't need primer, but I need skin prep. If I only have my primer and I didn't have all this moisturization and everything, it may not be bad because this primer is actually not horrible, but it could be much better. I like to use the ColourPop Hydrating Primer. Guys, this is literally, I think, my 7th bottle. I said this in my last video that, girly, I need to get another primer, but this is so good. It's super hydrating, and I feel like that's just because it's kind of like a glorified serum for me. Like, I don't know, it's nothing special like about it. It's just really hydrating. When I use primer, it's always hydrating. I'm on my last leg, barely anything in there, but I'm gonna use her for this video. It has this kind of like serum-y texture. Another really good one I love is the Wet n Wild serum one. Oh, that's so good. Again, you can see I just like serum primers, stuff that's hydrating, stuff that's very much skincare based. That's really what I look for in a primer. If I do use a mattifying primer, I really like the Fenty mattifying primer. I had the little mini one, very mattifying. I used that for photo ID and my skin was matte. You see how like they just gave me more of like an instant glow, a little bit more. It just feels a lot better. Here's a little bit more of a close-up on myself, on my skin. Little mini note, some people might ask about setting spray. Do I use setting spray? I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like my base has gotten to a point where I just feel like it's really good with setting spray and without it. I've tried the Milani one. I really like that one. That's my favorite one because when my skincare is not skincare, I use that spray and it makes my makeup last all day, so that's really good. But when my skincare is skincare and it's actually pretty good, the Milani spray doesn't do that much of a crazy difference, so I don't really use it like that. But since I'm running out of primer, I might have to get back on my setting spray game. And now I'm prepped and ready for my makeup. If you ever see me talking about skin prep, this is probably gonna be my routine. It's not even just the products themselves, it's just the routine of toner, serum, moisturizer, primer. That's always going to be my routine, and I will always definitely list those products in the description as well. But yeah, I really hope this video helps. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and be sure to watch my tutorial for the ending makeup look because it came out so beautiful. See you guys later. Bye.